One night, around 11 p.m. in the evening, I was sitting in front of my PC, monitoring my security system, and also browsing through 9gag in my phone, with peace of mind, not knowing what's gonna happen next. And suddenly, my security system displayed motion detected. I was in panic. I was shocked that there's someone entered in my house. But with the power of the PIR motion sensor paired with the ESP8266 microcontroller, I was able to panic the burglar as soon as he entered the house and ran away. In the skit I just showed you in the beginning is one of the applications of the PIR motion sensor working. In which in my case it's a burglar alarm system, or maybe a burglar panic system. Security. Yeah, it can be a it's a security application for your home. Well, that's beside the point. And here is my circuit. The PIR motion sensor is attached to the ESP8266 microcontroller, and in which it turns on the light bulb over here. So, on how the PIR motion sensor works is it detects in the changes of IR levels, um, based on what based on the distance it's being set to, or its sensitivity by turning one of the potentiometers in here. I will explain what these potentiometers do later. Now, the PR sensor is connected to the ESP8266, which sends a signal to the solid state relay over here, in which turns on the light bulb. So, how it works is, yeah, as I said, changes in IR level and can be turned and can be changed can be change its sensitivity through one of these potentiometers, one of which is the sensitivity and one of which is the time delay. Sensitivity of which I just researched is from 3 meters to 7 meters, the distance it can sense the change of IR levels, and one of which is time delay. Time delay from, I think that was 3 minutes. I mean 3 seconds to 5 minutes. Time delay, which when it detects the changes in IR level, it sends out a 3.3 volt to the ESP8266, in which the ESP8266 receives as a high level, and through using a code um which is in VS Virtual Studio Code, um receives it as a high level, and in which sends a signal, a 3.3 volt signal to the solid state relay. So for time delay, when it detects something, when, like, let's say it is set to 1 minute, in which in my case I just set it to 1 minute, it sends a constant 3.3 volt through the whole 1 minute until 1 minute ends, low level 0 volt, in which turns off the light. As to which how the solid state relay works, the components are the MOC 806, MOC 3021 and the BT136 TRIA, in which the high voltage and low voltage side is isolated through the MOC. The SP8266 sends out a signal of 3.3 volt, turns on an LED inside the MOC, in which in the high voltage side, um, turns on the gate of the P3126, and in which it closes the circuit, acts like a switch, and turns on a light bulb. And yeah, I think that's the whole working principle of this. Oh, before I forget, the ESP8266 is connected to your Wi-Fi home network, in which it when it detects a motion, it's the web server gives out a status of motion detected, and in if it doesn't detect any motion, or the 1 minute ends, the time delay ends, it it displays a motion absent status, in which I can't show you here, because maybe I just showed you in my skit or something. In which, in my case, it is not displaying here because I just removed my microcontroller from its power source, so it won't turn on, obviously. And I think that's the working principle of the BIR motion sensor, um, and its working glory, in which it panicked the burglar in the skit I showed you. So I think that's it. I hope to anyone who's watching this has enjoyed my skit, or yeah, and learned something from it. Hopefully. That's it. Thank you.